A lot of y'all out here stuck looking at your screens. And see, there's nothing wrong with that. Well, sometimes. Especially with all this good content that we be seeing everywhere. But we all know for every positive thing, there's always some negative things to balance it out. Especially in the self-help community. So today I'm here to show y'all why self-help content sucks.
Y'all niggas poppin' these tags. Got a grown hoe calling me daddy. Cause I got us a dozen on the bag. Bad bitch stretch up for some rest. Calm down, sip, drink and relax.
First things first, I gotta really make it clear, there's not really a lot of bad self-help content. There's really a bunch of channels that go out of their way actually helping people and giving them good advice. And like everything in this world, there's always a good side and a bad side. But not gonna lie, the bad side quite literally is the loudest and the proudest with their action. Most of the time, they're so damn loud that they be cutting out all the good people. To the point that you start questioning if these people need help themselves. Especially when it comes to appearance, cause not gonna lie, these people always look the same. They're either bald or balding, and to compensate for the fact that they can't grow hair on their heads, they just grow big ass beards. And if they can't do either, they just go to the gym. It's just compensation after compensation. And most of the time they be doing this with a weird head shape. Like, you can't tell me this is normal. Bro's head shaped like an egg. Bro looks like a supervillain straight out of a spy movie. And not to mention too, a lot of these people don't know how to dress either. You can't tell me that you're giving people self-improvement advice, but you cannot dress yourself. Boy, you have never put that shit on in your life. A common pick for people like this is either skinny or true to size clothing. And I don't know if it's just me, but skinny and true to size clothing is kind of zesty. You can't tell me as a grown-ass man that you find skinny and tight clothing comfortable. And see, there's a lot of things that you can do with skinny and true to size clothing, but a lot of the fits that they be choosing for themselves look outrageous as shit.
The classy man.
Oh my god, bro. Oh, hell no.
Got bro looking like he ready for a Dominican wedding. This is some real zesty ass shit. But see, it doesn't just stop at clothing or hair, because not gonna lie, their personalities is basically the same too. Like, if it wasn't for the fact that they got money, they quite literally would be your everyday loser. Let's be so real, money doesn't even change you for real. It only really amplifies the behaviors and mannerisms that's already there. So if you were a loser before you got money, you're probably a bigger loser now that you got more money. You really could just solely hide the fact that you're a loser, especially when you could just splash cash willy-nilly. Most of the time you catch these people out here saying F hoes and get money, but at the same time they be chilling in big ass rooms with all these women. They all really go out of their way to push a self-indulgent lifestyle, especially for the fact that it's not healthy, neither is it good for the people who partake in it. They got guys on here saying some of the wildest shit. I remember there was this one time I was on TikTok and this one channel popped up on my feed. But tell me why this guy is talking about
I'm not putting out £30 on Uber Eats. That's big money for people, yeah? Spending £30 on Uber Eats is big money for people. So if you're not running me the pum pum after I spent £30, you need to spin back round and go to your yard and give me a refund, bud.
I really had my head in my hands for 2 minutes thinking about how stupid a nigga could be. These are some grown-ass men acting like little boys. And they're in a position where they could quite literally teach people right from wrong? See, I'ma be so real. The best example of this is this channel called Fresh and Fit. Cause there's no damn way any actual grown adults are watching this shit. Like, realistically, let's think about it. All they do is push some whack hyper-masculine narrative, and these niggas ain't even funny for real. Like, ever. They deadass invite a bunch of corny-ass niggas onto their show, talking about the same issues every single episode. And see, I don't know if it's just me, but I think they've said it from their own mouth themselves. They don't even like black women like that either.
But hey, man. I mean, hey, bro, if you want to date a bunch of Shaniquas, go for it, man.
LaQuisha.
Yeah, like me and Fresh aren't really down with the brown like that. Man. We ain't night riders.
Nah,
so
bro, I'm good.
You know, sometimes if they're, you know, red bone, but like in general, me and Fresh don't dabble in the dark, if you know what I'm saying. Yeah.
Like, gang, do you know what your mother looks like? Man, this channel is so trash. And what blows my mind even more is the fact that they can be talking about all this stuff, dissing all these women, but at the end of the day, they be partaking in this type of behavior too. They say the whole premise of the show is basically to show men what women they should stay away from. And the craziest part is they be ragging on these women all the time, but on the same hand be fiending for scraps in their DMs. The whole show is basically dissing women and yapping. These are some hypocritical ass niggas, I can't lie. This type of stuff is so spineless and scummy, but they're regarded as self-help guys, especially for the fact that self-help is just made for people who don't have a direction. A lot of the people who watch self-help content just need that little extra push, but these people scream and shoot out negativity all the time. And for the people who are viewing it, I can't lie, you probably a bad person as well too, because there's no way you getting advice from these horrible individuals. If if you watch this type of content, you will be stuck every single day doing the same shit you've been doing 24/7. Nothing in your life will actually change at all. And let's be so real, half their advice is basically for you to get women that aren't good for you either, along with scenarios that only apply to people who are going to not too savory places. 9 times out of 10, this content can turn a normal nigga into an incel or a fake stoic, and both sides are pretty bad because, not gonna lie, they share the same traits. You're still broke and you're a loser, but now you have confidence. But let's be real, this confidence is just a facade as well, because if you put a woman in front of them and make them have a conversation with that girl, just know you're gonna start hearing a lot of stuttering.
Fucking, damn, ham, a fucking sandwich. This pussy ass nigga burned a fucking sandwich.
You would have thought this nigga was stuck outside with the elements. But let's be real, unlike these self-help guys, I actually give real advice. First of all, if you're still watching self-help content for any longer than 6 months, I'ma be so real, you probably didn't need help in the first place. You basically still at the same place that you started. Cause why are you consistently going back for help over and over again? Especially when it comes to the same issues, cause these content creators don't talk about anything else. Not only have you proven that you don't have the skills to be independent, but you're basically saying that you like the way you're living right now. Day in, day out, you continue to practice the same things that caused your problems from the beginning. Your ass is already content with the way you're living, and there's no one that can help you in that situation except for you. The second thing we gotta look at is the fact that a lot of y'all don't know how to develop your skills. And this is something that comes along with the fact that nobody knows how to really make goals. If you think about it, the longer you live on this earth, the more you realize the fact that everything's changing. Not a lot of things really stay the same, and not gonna lie, this is how you should see yourself as well. If your goals are set daily, even for the most minute things, I can't even lie, you're gonna be changing every day. And this also coincides with your skills as well, cause I'ma be so real, a new skill can open a new avenue into your life, especially when your skills can make you some money. Along with this, find like-minded people too. If you want to improve your life, find people who want to do the same thing as well. That would quite literally improve your social skills to a much higher level than what it already is, especially if you're consuming that self-help content. And lastly, can we stop hating each other? This is for both men and women. Realistically, if you only see the negatives in each other, I don't think you'd ever be able to partner up with a single person. And I'm not saying don't be picky, but damn, don't be so quick to hate on each other. Oh, and I almost forgot. Yo, find God. But this is the end of the video. I hope y'all enjoyed. By the way, I have a Discord server up. God bless y'all and have a nice day.
What he been bitches all on me, ain't tryna live like this. Time's up.